The Aussie NFL Fantasy Show would like to acknowledge the traditional land owners and the leaders past, present and emerging of Ngunnawal, Ngambri and Darawal countries where we are working from today. This always was, and always will be, Aboriginal land.
This is the Aussie NFL Fantasy Show.
If you're saying start Josh Allen, then we're probably going to clobber you.
It's going to be tough because I'm going away from what the winning formula was from last week.
Well, the problem is that could happen against Detroit as well. But
Aussie.
That was just taking a shot at the Titans for signing the ghost of Adrian Peterson.
NFL.
And I don't like to foreskin, as we know, but that person might come up later.
Got to troll a few people. Well, some people were trolling me first about Niners being frauds and now Eagles fans. Only comeback they had, I was Australian.
Fantasy.
It's not like you picked up like Paddy Mahomes or something. You were getting Danny Dimes.
And I was getting a third tight end.
This is the Aussie NFL Fantasy Show.
What do you play at a funeral? Just some sort of like sad tune?
It is week 13. Matty C here with Manjot and Taylor for the Aussie NFL Fantasy Show. Gentlemen, welcome to the Pleasure Dome. Manjot, how you traveling this week, brother?
Going pretty well. A bit of a busy week. World Cup fever still hitting. Tonight, Australia playing at 2 a.m. So by the time this episode's out, you guys will know if we're in pain or we're in glory, if we're in the round of 16. So a lot of tension there. But look, I'm looking forward to the show. That comes before the soccer.
Oh, mate, and a draw. That's all a win would be great, but a draw. We're hanging in for a draw.
We got to win, though. We can't let Tunisia win and us draw. Otherwise, we'd be out. See, I'm all over the scenarios, as you can see, but
yeah, we need to try and get a goal. That's for sure. We're not great at keeping clean sheets of the World Cup.
Yeah.
Taylor, you've been keeping a clean sheet over there, mate.
Hey, you say Pleasure Dome as we walked in. This guy behind me took absolute pleasure in destroying my arsehole, mate, on the weekend. he absolutely destroyed me with a 50-piece. So I just thought I'd throw a big shout-out to Joshua Jacobs for a massive, massive week, because I know I've taken my shots at him mostly other years than this year. I definitely wasn't against him this year, but, you know, I just had to do a shout-out to him because he's been phenomenal, and he's just taken over running back one status for the season. So good for Joshua Jacobs.
Jacobs, he's got Yades, I guess. Killing it.
Yep.
Killing
so
it.
Was TC. TC just absolutely slabbered me.
Yeah, he did. Taylor actually might be in possession of the best 6-5 team in all time.
6-6.
6-6.
Oh yeah, even.
I'm second in points for, just behind Justin, and I'm 6-6, and on the outside looking in.
Yeah, you're having Justin's season from last year. This is the amazing thing. Is that he was like second in scoring and missed the playoffs. Like he literally finished, what was it, 6-8 or something like that? Just it made no sense. It was
unbelievable. But look, if I didn't have the trophy in my possession from last year, I'd feel a little bit worse about it. So, look, it is what it is. I'm still technically a mathematical chance, and we'll hold on to that until I'm absolutely buried in the ground.
Are you drinking like little nippers out of it in sadness for your current position?
As soon as I'm like mathematically out of it, I'll just be drinking everything out of it until I've got to hand that bastard over.
I don't know why you haven't been doing that anyway. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Look,
that's all I did.
I've been mixing it up, but I'll probably send out a shitload of photos with it just while I've got it.
You fucking better, mate, because I don't know, if you miss the playoffs, mate, you are going to have to really pound the camera on that because, mate, until you're mathematically out, though, I'm not counting you out, because the second you get in, the problem is that your team could just really hit its straps. Manjot, you've had a bit of a week fantasy-wise too, just real quick while we let Taylor talk about his fantasy there and getting penetrated in all kinds of, beautiful ways by Josh Jacobs. Did you own Jacobs in any spot?
Oh, no, I tried to trade for him 2 weeks ago in that big trade I talked about last week.
Yeah.
I was trying to trade with Frank for him. I was actually trying very hard. I was offering up Lamar for him or Allen for him. I wanted one of them. Maybe I was packaged over Kittle or something for Jacobs. Just not sure. But yeah, I was trying my hardest to get him. Just couldn't get him.
Go.
Yeah, but I still got Derrick Henry. Bit pissed off though in that league with Derrick Henry because he had that massive long catch and run and he fucking fumbled it on the 2. And
you're talking about the Traylon Burks touchdown?
Yeah.
What a play.
Yeah, it was great, but man, it was Henry's touchdown, bro. I was so ready. I was like,
Manjot was
Henry,
mad about it, and he's going off in the chat about Derek fucking Henry. I'm like, is this Taylor just in Manjot's account?
So
Yeah.
I've got a league, right, where you get bonus points if you get a touchdown that's over 40 yards, and it's basically
Bullshit.
a second touchdown, like it's a shitload. So it legitimately cost me like 13 or 14 points when he didn't get the touchdown.
Come on, man, you gotta get that touchdown, D-Hen, bro.
Well,
You
the
gotta
exact same thing happened with the Josh Jacobs touchdown for me in a league, with the scoring's bizarre. And that last touchdown run scored me 19.1 points for that play, and I won my game by 14 points.
Yeah.
Can't
And
explain.
he was injured. They weren't even sure if he was coming back out.
And Jacobs, he scored me 75 points in that league because, the scoring is.
Remember I said to you guys, though, I was pissed off when I heard, like, Jacobs was questionable even going in, and he was a late addition to the injury report, and normally that's a death sentence.
That's a bad sign, yeah.
And somehow he gets 33 carries or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, it was the complete opposite of what like you hoped. And I was up against Jacobs and Carr and Astro, and I'm like, just don't let the Raiders have been pretty shit on offense all season. I'm like, just be more of the same. Just don't be a blowout. And it was 37-34. Of course it was.
Yeah, of course it was. When you're just like, just rinse and repeat, guys. Just rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. The funny thing about me is the two teams I had, that one team started 0-10, one team started 1-9. Both those teams won their last two games. So I was like, where the hell has this been the first 10 weeks of the season? You guys are finally starting to cook Derek Carr and other ones that I just got triggered by when Derek Carr was mentioned. I was like, damn it, Derek Carr, bro. You're literally on my team, and not good. But yeah, in those leagues, I mean, Cooper Kupp was one of the players in the 1-9 league. That's now 3-9. But yeah.
Hey, who would have thought you just had to take Cooper Kupp out to make that team better?
Yeah, I dropped in the other one. I drafted 4 running backs like straight away, like Brees Hall, Zeke, and then Swift and Eckler. I drafted like the full contingent of running backs, and it was still like a one flex league. Yeah.
And it just turned out to be a wide receiver year.
Yeah, it was a wide receiver year, and my wide receivers in that league are literally Gabe Davis, Thielen. Who else did I drop here? I got Brandon Cooks. Dang, I was like really banking on these late round guys.
Cooks. We loved Brandon Cooks. Do you remember when we all loved him?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a good weekend.
I hated him. Then I thought he was too low. And then all of a sudden I drafted him in Astro League. And then I booted him. And about 2 days later, it was a real love-hate thing going for me.
Yeah, that was like Elijah Moore for us. We drafted him afterwards.
Mate, don't foreskin Elijah Moore. He might come up later.
Okay. All right.
That guy, he's literally done the Undertaker gif, hasn't he? Fucking fantasy zombie. Just back. He's just back and his skin's hanging off. But he's back. Fuck the Jets. I don't know what to do with them. Yeah, Mike White's the GOAT. We don't know any of their running backs anymore. I don't even know.
Mate, we don't know a lot of teams' running backs.
I don't know. I used to know fantasy. Now, every week of this year, I feel like I just know less and less.
This is a weird week, man.
This is why I've got you two on the show, really. I need to do less analysis and just let you guys drive it, because clearly I know nothing. Clearly, I'm just here so I don't get fined. That's it.
Yeah, fair enough, Matty.
I've done analysis and I still know fuck all. It's a weird week.
Yeah. Look, every week we get exposed, I reckon.
Yes, we do. I guess if you want to be right, don't be a fantasy football analyst. That's the law. If you're gonna try and make a career out of being right at stuff, I don't know. Do mathematics trivia or something. I don't know. So you can be right all the time. Our show today, we've got the usual suspects, of course. We've got pastries galore coming from Manjot on our first episode of the week. Dr. Good Call, you're going to be here for episode 2. Cannot wait for that, because it was an interesting week. And this week with a couple of good teams on bye, it'll be fun seeing what happens there. Then, of course, fantasy games. We're going to do a couple of them again. The Who Am I's have been a bit of fun, so I brought that back in and we'll play a second game. And then, of course, starts of the week. Yeah. And there may be someone who's pretty happy with themselves about starts of the week from last week, and someone who set a record low who I'd pick on if he wasn't just kicking my ass. So that's a pretty good week of shows, right?
Yeah, sounded
good.
good.
Okay. Well, I reckon without further ado, we should get Manjot giving us the many superlative pastries. I like that we're calling them superlative pastries too.
Yeah, I think it's patented. Credit to
Patented?
Marky Mark. Right there.
Superlative.
What's the over-under on
Pastries.
how many pastries get given out?
Oh, fuck. I mean, it's the 20 mark, I think
20,
it is.
19 and a half. You got to have it as a half, don't you?
Yeah,
Isn't that the
so-
rules?
Yeah, originally there's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There was
I think
eight.
there's like 8. Yeah, 8 originals. So there you go. The other ones. So it's gonna be at least 8. But yeah, I think 20 is a
Yeah,
good
I'll
mark.
take the over on 8.
Yeah, 20 and a half is the mark, I reckon.
20 and a half. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I should take
Some of the
it over
pastries
that.
almost expired. We've got to give some of this shit away.
They're so sweet and fresh. Really? Yeah. Thanks for calling pastries. Thanks for calling pastries. Pastries. I got all my pastries. Pastries. We get 'em while they hot. We get 'em while they hot. We get 'em while they hot. I got all my pastries and I got 'em while they hot.
I'll tell you who was hot today, and that's Luka Doncic. But anyway, NFL
Oh.
Fantasy Podcast.
Oh boy, no, did not need to remind me of that one. But yeah, look, we got
Sweet revenge
pastry.
for the playoff loss.
Yes.
Yeah,
In like the 6th game of the year.
season. Yeah, the one regular season win.
Yeah.
But anyway, look, we're
Question
back.
about basketball because, the regular season, I don't even acknowledge it. I just call that qualifying. But did I see that Kemba Walker got moved somewhere this week? Where did
Dallas.
he end up? He
Dallas.
came to you? I was going to say that, but I just kind of went, well, I'm going to be wrong.
Wait, he
When
went
you
to
say he
Dallas?
got moved, he got picked up for nothing, basically. Like he
What
was
happened?
literally a free agent.
He's been a free agent forever. I just
Really?
thought he was actually going to like retire.
Wow.
To be honest,
February.
yeah.
Okay. Seems mad to me. But all right. With that little tangent now cleaned up in my head. The great thing about the NBA though is every offseason people just move so wildly. It's so much fun turning up the next year and just working out who the hell is in that jersey. Oh shit, that guy moved there.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. I like that a lot.
Good.
Pastry time though. Have you been
Mm.
whipping up the pastries this week with Manjot? Are you bringing some to the ground on Saturday for the second last regular season game in the ACT?
Yeah, possibly. No
not.
patience, Maddie. No, I'm joking, Maddie.
I mean, that's what I'm angling at is that I've not been exercising for much of the last 6 weeks. I've been eating everything that's not nailed down, and I like pastry. Well, I'm aiming at.
Yeah.
Maddie's
Yeah.
hit 60 kilos for the first time in his life.
Tell you what, dominating
Good. It's good. Yeah, look. Yeah. It's been a good week. Week 12 was wild. There's a lot of things going on in the NFL. Start off our BS pastries, I guess we can say, or
it.
the
Yes, pastries. The superlative pastries.
yeah,
What
the
do you got?
superlatives. Yep. Look, firstly, some Thanksgiving pastries. Firstly, pastries are the best side dish of Thanksgiving. Literally named my team after that content team this week. Had to put it out there. It is the best side dish. It should be a main dish actually. So best main dish, you Americans can write and at me at Pastry Press NFL if you want, but it's the best main out there. So
I learned about someone who had marshmallows on their potatoes at Thanksgiving dinner. Actual dish. They weren't bullshitting me. I saw a photo. Actually real. Can't understand it. Actually
that's
can't understand
crazy.
it. Yeah.
That's
Sounds like
crazy.
shot.
I know. That's what I
God
thought.
dang. I can't even have that, I think.
So I questioned it, and they're like, "What are you questioning this on?" I'm like, "Because there's marshmallow on potatoes." Firstly, I'm Irish. I'm really offended.
Yeah. Look, firstly, go give a pastries to the Bills for being Detroit's best NFL team over the past week and a bit. They had 5 days they had 2 wins in Ford Field. The Lions haven't done that since 2016. So the Bills get the back-to-back of Detroit Pastries Awards. There's probably some good pastries too in Detroit. I don't know what flavors they put in there, but they'll be getting it from our pastry shop in Detroit. I'm sure Bills Mafia don't destroy our our shop, our shop. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, don't destroy our shop there because we have some good pastries that people need to eat, and you guys better not be destroying that shop with your folding table exercises.
Yeah. And I mean, through COVID, folding tables, their sales went right up. So I mean, I can only imagine it's been an absolute paradise for Bills fans for the last 2 years.
Yeah, it must have been. It must have been. And then look, then I've got another pastry, probably an angry one, a shit sandwich on behalf
Oh,
of me and Mark. It's going to the NFL for not flexing the 49ers Dolphins game to Sunday Night Football. Already talked about this a ton in our group chat. I think Maddie and Taylor at this point are probably like, can you guys shut up about that 49ers Dolphins game coming up this week? You know, we got the Vikings Jets, we got Bills Patriots, we got all of these great games. You guys are just talking about this one game. You guys should be really shutting up. And I'm like, we do not care, guys.
No,
Yeah.
I'm in full arousal for that game. I reckon it's going to be bonerific.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game.
yeah, I'm not.
It's not even on Australian national TV. They're not even showing on ESPN or 7 Mate. They're showing Josh Jacobs for some reason. Come on, man.
Why isn't the
Josh
Jags,
Jacobs.
the Jags and Lions game getting more love? Because that's going to be an offensive bomb. Neither
Yeah.
team has a defense. That's going to be points, points, points.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. Two teams that never made the Super Bowl. That's my like one association between those two teams. Is they're the two out of the 4 teams that never made it. So it's like
They're both big cats. You never thought of that one?
Okay,
Jaguar,
okay.
lion.
Okay, they kind of.
I'm buying you a zoo book for Christmas, mate.
Yeah, more related in more ways than one.
A
I
lion
guess.
would destroy a jaguar in a fight.
If you could catch it.
Yeah.
So running away counts, does it?
Well, I haven't seen a lion climb a tree yet. So just saying.
Scaredy cat.
Just
Whoever
going to
holds
wait
the
for the
height
dive starvation.
Holds the power. Telling you, it's a warfare tactic. Whoever holds the height holds the power. Moving on.
Yeah.
There'll be no follow-ups.
Moving on. I guess the most angry paced performer of the week. Sorry, Taylor, but I've got to give it to Ted Karras for saying it. He's like, fuck you, Tennessee. Right up yours, Tennessee. He was saying that to the entire crowd. Most angry paced performer of the week for sure, Ted Karras. I was quoting him, by the way, not trying to swear here, but Ted Karras, 100% has to get the most angry paced performer of the week after that. Honorary mention in that category to Mac Jones for slamming his helmet straight after their loss.
Doing the Pete Ryan. Yep.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, you can't go there, right, Maddie? Can't go there.
It's a joke only 2 people get. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't think I get that. Though.
Oh, you were
Maybe
there for the helmet slam. We were commentating that game. Anyway.
Yeah, possibly.
It was from very close to the ground. It was not much of a helmet slam. But yeah, Mac had to go. He had to go.
Yeah, he had to go.
Marcus Bagdatis on that helmet. Have you ever seen Marcus Bagdatis racket abuse? I saw him once pull one straight out of the bag just to abuse it. He didn't hit a tennis ball with it. He just took it out of the packaging while he was on a drink break and just smashed it into the court until it broke, and then pulled out the next one and then went and played.
Yeah, I saw. I've seen a few clips of him doing that. Nick Kyrgios also, Canberra boy, doing that sort of thing. Yeah, definitely.
It's not funny, but it's really funny.
Yeah. Now, I do have an interesting one here for the Broncos, aka the team I'm not allowed to mention on Good Egg Gridiron. I'm going to give them the Dumpster Fire Award, and this is why. They're actually literally a dumpster fire this week, losing to the Panthers, but also literally a dumpster fire because one of the Panthers' touchdowns, Sam Donald simply did a stop, drop, and roll on them. So definitely they were on fire in the worst possible way, the Broncos. And Sam Donald just took out all the flames, scoring that touchdown with the stop, drop, and roll maneuver. I don't think anyone else got that, but yeah, that's what we say. I think everyone does it, the stop, drop, and roll, America and Australia. So,
Because it was Ronald McDonald that taught me that.
Yes.
But did he teach you that too, Manjot? We're 20 years in age difference, so maybe not. But Ronald McDonald taught me the stop, drop, and roll.
Go from like a picture book, I think. So Must
It was
be
a
more.
Macca's ad where Ronald McDonald is in this house with these kids and he's teaching them to stop, drop, and roll and like touch the door with the back of your hand to see if the fire's outside.
Oh, okay. I think I remember this. This is very vague.
God,
Very, very vague.
you would have been very young.
Yeah.
Or you've seen it
Talking
on
about Carson Wentz.
Yeah. Oh shit, I haven't heard of Carson Wentz in weeks.
I forgot that he existed.
Yeah, I actually forgot he existed because Taylor Heineke is impressive.
Oh, he's on
Very-
fire. Ah,
he's
see,
on
we brought it
fire.
back to fire.
Yeah.
Carson needs to slip, slop, and slap on the sideline. Who's going to get burnt?
Yeah,
need
that's
to do him.
true. Yeah, slip, slop, slap, seek, slide. Nowadays, that's what they say. There you go. We're going with all the Aussie ads today. So yeah, there's a few. I'm gonna give a tour the best first half of the season, first half of a game this season. Page Performer Award for the entire Dolphins team, actually.
Don't get me
Not
started.
just tour, because that Texans team just stopped and dropped and rolled after being burnt on that. They should have been doing the stop, drop, and roll. They scored 15 in the second half and absolute garbage time. But really, did anyone care? Maybe me. I was a bit worried the Dolphins were going to choke that, but they came through. They came through and won it anyway.
Weirdest game.
It
though.
actually sucks ass when you have a quarterback or a wide receiver against them. Well, it
Oh, yeah.
actually is a bad matchup. Even though they aren't good at all at stopping you, you were just so far in front at halftime that you do nothing in the second half. I called it in the messenger group. I'm like, I've got 280 yards or something out of 2 and 1 touchdown. That's all I'm getting. Because I didn't even know he would get benched. I figured there was a chance, but even without him getting benched, he just does nothing because he doesn't have to.
Yeah, I don't know who's getting. I don't know who got beaten worse, the Texans or the West Indies today in the cricket in the first day of the Test match. Ouch. Yeah, man.
I think both were expecting to get their asses kicked.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
God,
I can't
the days
believe
when
it.
the West Indies were good, Manjot, you wouldn't even know.
They were
that,
the
would
best.
you?
I literally
It
owned
was so
like an
good.
entire West Indies kit when I lived in New Zealand. I actually liked the West Indies more like New Zealand when I lived there.
Fair enough. Curly Ambrose. Oh my God, how do you not love Curly Ambrose? Anyone who's not from this island who doesn't know who Curly Ambrose is, pause the podcast and go and Google it. Curly
Back
Ambrose.
in the
come
day
back.
when
then
everyone
come
had the
back.
same shirt and it was just like the exact same pattern but just in different colors, that little
Yes.
like emblem on it, and I just love the West Indies with the like the palm tree on the shoulder.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Oh,
Yeah. And I was wondering today, like I was watching that Test match because for some reason I was just bored out of my mind. So
you
I
would have
just
to be. Yep.
Yeah, because goddamn cricket's going down.
Not because cricket isn't good, but yeah, that match is not going to be good.
Yeah, but cricket's going
Marnus is
downhill
legit.
at this point. I think, yeah, cricket's kind of going this downhill spiral, but that's for another podcast that I could talk about. But yeah, it's just, I was sitting there watching. I was like, what the hell would the West Indies national anthem be? And then, like, I found out they actually have one.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, round the West Indies. Didn't even know that. And I've been watching cricket forever. So there you go. I've been focusing on other sports more than this NFL thing, I think, this week.
Well,
even though
the Irish rugby team is a combined Northern and Republic team, and they sing a combined song too when Irish eyes are smiling before their rugby games. So, all these conglomerate countries, they find ways to make compromise.
Oh, that's nice. That's
There you
nice. Yeah. Oh, okay. More pastries now. I think our audience is starting to dwindle off after our talk about non-football footballs. Look, the Jets, Mike White, I gotta give him a pastry just
Here
for
we
being,
go.
yeah, the best quarterback to be throwing in black uniform awards. Yeah, he's the best quarterback to ever be.
The not Zach Wilson award.
Okay, yeah,
Well,
not Zach. I mean, outside of the Raiders, the team that
Trevor!
has a black Alton. Oh shit! Wait.
He only won starts of the week this week. Like, I don't know about an NFL game. Trevor won starts of the week this week, for fuck's sake, mate. Most important thing on earth. Super Bowls be damned, starts of the week.
Yeah, but wait. Trevor's getting his own award too. Don't worry.
Yeah, but he wears a black uniform and he's better than Mike the Goat.
Yeah, okay, fine.
We'll find out.
Let's skip to the Trevor Award then. Let's go. Trevor Lawrence, he gets the clutch award this week. I had my doubts about him being clutch in the last minute of games.
Same.
He literally led a game-winning drive, got a touchdown. Also, Doug Peterson gets an award for trendsetter of the week because after Doug Peterson's 2-point conversion, the Chargers did the same thing. Brandon Staley did a 2-point conversion at the end of his game to win it. So yeah, there was a couple. So he started a trend essentially to try and win the game at the end there. Started the trend this week at least.
Just win, baby.
And Matty, yeah, you gotta be happy being a Jaguars fan to actually know that you guys won in the clutch for once because it's been rough this year.
Been rough this year, but 4 wins in the same year is as many wins as the Packers have. It's just madness.
Yeah,
it's madness.
it's weird.
Yeah,
Haven't seen this.
And we're like a win out of first in our division.
Wait, we haven't seen this since like 2018, have we? With the Packers and Jaguars being on the same level, essentially.
In a while. Yeah. I mean, I don't think the Packers played in the championship
am
game
I
that
meant
year.
to just let that really shitty, like not truthful comment just slide that you're a win out, even though you're 3 games behind?
Yeah, I do someone to get a calculator and get all precious, but fucking whatever. Whatever.
Didn't need a calculator, mate. It's straight off the noggin.
I'm just trying to get a little bit of sunshine in my life, Taylor. Why are you going to take the sun away from me? Why are you going to rain on me, mate? Why are you stealing
mate,
my
I'm
wind?
here for nothing but rain.
You are being a wind thief.
I'm a massive cloud.
Gosh.
From the land of the long white cloud, in fact.
Yeah. What about the Browns though? They got the beating Tom Brady in the clutch award. I think that deserves its own award. The Browns for what they did. Nick Chubb getting a game-winning touchdown right there.
Who else is enjoying Tom Brady just not winning much?
Yeah, I think it's long overdue. He's been winning pretty much for the longest time at this point. 20-ish years, 21 years now. He's been winning and winning. It's about time he starts losing at this point. He's lost pretty much everything. Like he's lost 6 games at this point. He's lost his wife. He lost his entire family and shit. Like, man, he's been having some big losses this year. Not trying to drag the divorce in. Not joking there, but it's been a rough year for him.
Tough year for Tommy.
It has. I've just enjoyed the losing on the field, not the off the field thing. But yeah, it's just been rough for him. I feel like he might have had to retire. I think that's the sad part about it. He should have retired at this point.
Do you think he's going to do the Ricky Ponting and just he'll just be shite for a whole year and then just right at the end have like 2 good innings? And that'll be it.
Yeah. Versus India at the SCG 2011. I remember
it took a year for it to happen. And you're like, you should have retired, mate. And then you just had 2 great innings on the way out. And you go, yeah, you probably still should have retired a year ago.
There's been an unbelievable amount of cricket chat on this podcast so far.
Yeah, it's the first day of the summer. It's the first day.
It is the first day of summer. By the time we finish talking tonight, it'll be December 1. In our part of the world, seasons change on the first day of months divisible by 3. Tomorrow's 1st of December, so we're all into the summer talk. That's it.
And it's the first day of the cricket summer. I do not care about the T20 World Cup, whatever series was against Zimbabwe or England or whatever
once New Zealand were out, T20 World Cup didn't exist for me anymore.
Yeah, it was just...
They were the team that was going to be fun to cheer for. Once they were out, it was no fun anymore.
Yeah.
We're just giving it to India and the ODIs.
Yeah. And I mean, I was okay with India not making it as well. Sorry, Manjot. I know that there's sort of there's a bit of connection there and they're a nice second team to cheer for. But who wants to see an England-Pakistan final? The real final needed to be New Zealand-India, didn't it? And when it wasn't going to happen, it's like...
Yeah. It's... Yeah. Cricket's just weird, I guess. Yeah, another clutch award going to Justin Herbert. Same thing as Trevor. Didn't actually win much in the clutch this year until that one drive against the Cardinals. Good job to Justin Herbert for actually winning in the clutch. The 49ers, obviously, I can't go too far.
I've already got one.
Yeah.
No, they don't. It was the NFL who you gave one to that involved the 49ers.
Yeah, it was the NFL getting that shit sandwich or what I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
But here, the 49ers get a good one, though. They get the We Own the Saints Offense Award, and that's because they've shut out the Saints 4 times. The last 4 Saints shutouts, the 49ers have been involved in all of them, and they broke a streak of 332 games or something, pretty much 21 years since week 17, 2001, where the Saints haven't been shut out. So essentially, that's something we've probably never seen before, is the Saints be shut out. I don't think any of us were watching football at that time. So this is a first for all of us. We see the Saints actually being shut out in a game for once. So that is something completely random we haven't seen. We had Drew Brees for a long time there. He never got shut out. So yeah, the no shutout streak ended.
What is that? Like the Aaron Brooks era? Like how far
Yeah,
back
that'd be like
is-
Aaron Brooks. Oh
Might
boy.
be before that.
What
Why did
they
you
had
guys leave it so long? Why didn't you just do it earlier?
Yeah, they had what? Jake Delhomme back in the day. He played
Before
for
he ended
them
up in Carolina or after?
Yeah, before he
What?
played for them in 1999. But I think this was definitely Aaron Brooks' era.
Hmm.
I'll definitely be checking that. But yeah, look, the 49ers somehow, some way, just the last 4 times they have actually played in this the Saints. The last 4 shutouts the Saints have been against the 49ers each and every single time, which is just so weird to me.
So weird.
Yeah, but look, yeah, it was definitely the Aaron Brooks era. He played for them from 2000 to 2005. So
There you
there you
go.
go.
Not
There you
bad,
go.
Matty.
But yeah, that's the end of the superlative page performer awards. We're
Oh,
probably about 30 minutes into the podcast at this point, and half our viewers aren't listening. But here's the real ones. Let's get it going.
all right. Let's get it on.
Look, thanks to the GOAT Mike White, the rookie page performer Garrett Wilson, 95 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think we also got to give one more superlative. We got to give it to Elijah Moore, the risen from the dead page performer award, for actually catching a touchdown this week. We haven't seen Elijah Moore pretty much the whole season. We dropped him in Astro after picking him up in the 4th round. We thought he was going to be an absolute gun this year in fantasy. He's just fallen off. He's had like 0, 0, 0, 0 everywhere. And now he's finally got a decent game. So Elijah Moore, welcome back to the NFL, because you're finally back, mate.
The only comeback that I'd be more impressed with by now is if Madeline McCann turns up. My God, this has been a heck of a comeback for a guy who has just vanished. That's what it would take to impress me more than Elijah Moore. Amazing.
Yeah.
Thought he was dead. Giving it up.
Yeah. God dang. So the Aussie Page Performer Award, got to give it to Cameron Johnston. 7 punts, 350 punting yards, a 50 average there, and 2 punts inside the 20. That's the best the Texans could do at all in that first half, was just let Cameron Johnston unload the ball and kick it like a million miles. That was pretty much it. So he gets the Aussie Page Performer of the Week award. Now, defensive page performers of the week got Max Crosby, massive part of the end of the game, massive part of the Raiders win. Yeah.
We love that. Max Crosby.
Yeah.
How much fun is it that he's Max with 2 X's, by the way?
Yeah, I love that. First NFL player actually to like a pastry press post. That was, I think, the 98 days of the NFL season last year. He liked that up. So yeah, Max Crosby always just a special place in my heart.
Yeah,
So,
another
yeah.
guy who doesn't play in San Francisco like the 49ers, but likes your content.
He did. Yeah, that was good. Special shout out to Boyasad Aloukon from the Jaguars as well. Gets an honorary pastry for his 18 tackles. Don't know how, but this guy just always does all the tackles. I gave him a long spiel in Good Acre 9 this week. So, Maddie, you got to be listening to that one.
I'll be listening. Come on.
Yeah, I gave him about a 3-minute long speech in my team of the week this week. But yeah.
A lot of that is trying to get his name out, though. I mean, if you don't really plan for it, his name does take a bit of a run up to get right.
Yeah, Foyesad Aloukon.
Foyesad Aloukon. Yeah. It was like Yannick Ngakwe when he first came out. You needed to really take the time to get it right the first 2 or 3 times, and then that neural pathway gets burnt in and you're okay.
Yeah, gosh. Yeah, 18 total tackles for Foyesad, man.
I don't have 18 career total tackles, so this is really impressive. The guy chalked that up in 1
Same.
hour.
Same. I don't even have that in flag. I don't even have 18 total flag tackles. This CEO is god dang. It's rough. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, gosh. Oh boy.
So you got
So
that's AFC defense. Which way you going now? NFC defense?
oh yeah, just had a sneeze there. Whoops.
You're right, mate.
Yeah, full on sneeze today. That's my bad. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you've been sneezing, I've been
NFC,
coughing. It's been awful, mate.
yeah, NFC going with Talanoa Hufanga, 9 tackles, but look, that one forced fumble on the goal line,
Yeah.
that was just enough for me. It's just if I'm not seeing safeties or linebackers or any defenders in this generation doing that, flying into Alvin Kamara of all people and just getting him to fumble the ball. Well, I just saw Talanoa Hufanga. It was on the goal line too. He literally put his helmet and that ball went straight out. Like, come on, man. That was a good. It wasn't even helmet. It was actually shoulder. A lot of times, it's like the helmet hits the arm. I think this time it was the shoulder from Hufanga, but yeah, he deserves it this week on the NFC side. Massive part of the Niners defense that stopped the Saints from doing anything on offense. They're like
Yeah.
they had no rushing yards to Saints pretty much. They had no like points at all. And yeah, literally no points. They had barely any passing yards unless it was Olave catching it. So that was a good performance by the Niners defense. So Hufanga definitely deserved, I reckon. Now
He's easy to cheer for. That's what I like about him.
yeah.
He's just so easy to cheer for.
Yeah, you say lightning and Hufanga, right?
Yeah. Lightning and a funga. So
Yeah.
Imagine Dragons song. I love that.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Look, offensive pace performance, AFC. Is this any surprises? It's
Trevor.
Taylor's boy, Josh Jacobs. Wait, where's Taylor gone?
Now
Hey.
he died. Sadly, he's finished with the pastries. We won't see him again until Dr. Goodcall, I'm afraid. But
Oh, dang.
that's a pity because he would have had something to say about this one.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs, absolutely incredible. 300 total yards, 2 touchdowns. Might see him a bit later, let's just say. Offense, the other side, the NFC, had to go Jalen Hurts because he was just running all over the Packers. 157 rushing yards. Still had 2 passing touchdowns as well.
Yeah.
So Jalen Hurts, he was amazing. I thought that was a great game by him. Definitely showing why he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league now, especially this season. Should be in the MVP conversation, probably third in my opinion after Mahomes and Tua.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that there's an NFC quarterback who's played better than him, sum total for the year.
Yeah.
It's hard to go past that. When you're the quarterback on the team that's winning the most, it probably puts you in a good spot to stake a claim, right?
100%. 100%.
But he's doing it in a way that's unique to no other quarterback in his side of the league are doing it the way he's doing it. Like Fields can run a bit, but he just can't pass as well, and they're not winning. So it's just he's doing some elements that are the same, but it's just he's kind of like the wish version of Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, but look, a lot of running, a lot of passing, so Jalen Hurts definitely deserves it. My fantasy page performer, if you had him, you're probably winning in most of your leagues. It was definitely Josh Jacobs. This dude, Jacobs, he was incredible. Gonna pull up the stats. I'm pretty sure he had like 40 piece, didn't he, Matty?
He scored a lot of points. I mean, we talked about this in the at the start of the show. In a league, I started him and he scored me 75.8 or something like that. Because the scoring is cacky as hell. But yeah, in any league, you're getting 30 for the yards because he had 300 yards. You're then getting the couple of touchdowns as well. So that puts you over 40 straight away. That's even without PPR.
Yeah, it was good. It was good by him.
Yeah.
Very 48, it says on Sleeper. So I was underestimated in PPR. So yeah, he dropped nearly a 50 piece. So he probably won you most of your matchups. So there you go. Josh Jacobs, definitely the guy right there that you wanted this week to win in your league.
Unbelievable.
And then come up to the big one, the Pastry Performer of the Week award. And no surprises here. It's Josh Jacobs,
I
aka
thought you were going to
Josh
say Trevor.
Jacobs. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Jacobs.
But look, Jacobs, he's dropping 48 in fantasy. He literally won the game for the Raiders this week against the Seahawks. Raiders making a small comeback now. Bit late, I reckon, but
Yep.
they're making their record a bit more respectable at this point. So I think Jacobs, him, Adams, Carr, pretty good trio out there. Game-winning touchdown. He had 227 yards in the ground, 73 in the receiving game on 6 catches, 2 rushing touchdowns, including the game winner, 86 yards, taking it to the house, putting the Seahawks in second place in the NFC West, game behind the Niners. So I'm massively grateful for Josh Jacobs. There's no bias at all for me, though. He was just the best this week. Yeah.
Wouldn't matter who we played for. That was a heck of a day. And I think they're actually making a bit of a race at the bottom of that AFC West now as well, where it looked like the Raiders were just destined to come last there by some distance. And now all of a sudden, look out, Denver.
Yeah, Denver without the tiebreaker. Raiders have the tiebreaker on them. So it's going to be ugly for the dumpster fire Broncos. But we shall not mention them like we do in Good Egg Gridiron because there's way better teams to talk about. There's 31 other teams that are better than them.
It really is. Oh, well, no, 30. I guess Houston aren't.
Okay, maybe there's like the Browns and the other teams. And
well, the Browns are better than Tampa, so I think we got to talk about the Browns.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Talk about the Browns more than Broncos.
You know what I think we should do is scrap record, right? And we should actually just say, well, you can win games and you can lose games, but we need to rank you college football style and have a committee each week decide what it is, really. I think that's how we should decide NFL. Don't worry about if you actually won or not. It was only the Texans. So, if you beat them by only 15, that's not an impressive win, Miami. Sorry.
Yeah, you've got to. I reckon that's good.
Quality of win. I think we should have that. That's how the NFL should be done.
Yeah, there'll be a pastry power rankings coming out on Thursday, so it'll probably be up by the time. Yeah, I just got to sort out my graphics, but that's it. But yeah, there'll be one up there for you, Maddie.
Giddy up. Come on. Well, let me summarize real quick because I feel like I just completely missed who the rookie was.
That was Garrett Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't
Garrett Wilson, 5 catches, 95 yards, 2 touchdowns. Deserved it this week, I reckon.
He did. And all he needed was Mark the Goat White.
Yeah. Zach Wilson, his fellow Wilson, wasn't good enough. So,
no.
Yeah, they had to get someone else.
Yeah. Look, Zach Wilson has turned a lot into Wilson from Castaway.
Yeah.
Not so good.
Literally.
Yeah. Right?
Literally like Wilson from Castaway.
Yeah.
He probably plays quarterback better than Zach Wilson, to be honest.
Unbelievable. Although I was impressed with Sam Darnold too, which I never wrong, just early. I've been Sam Darnold truth for years. But anyway, look, Cam Johnson, I think, did a terrific job. Texans are definitely going to give him chances to punt, and he actually punted really well. Not just volume, it's about quality of what he does, and he did a terrific job this week to out punt Mitch Wishnowsky because it's actually the Mitch Wishnowsky Memorial Award most weeks. Of course, between the AFC and the NFC, Max Crosby and Hufanga, I think, are fair recipients of a pastry for defense, right? Of course.
Yeah.
Especially with the impacts they had on their games and the way their games were won. To hold the team scoreless, Hufanga has a huge part in that, especially on that one very important play. Max Crosby changes the game with that late play in the overtime period. And then, of course, Jacobs changes the game altogether with his long run in the overtime. Although he done amazing to keep them in the game in the first place, and Hurts pretty well just doing it his way against Green Bay. And then, of course, Josh Jacobs sweeps the pool, right? He does the Joe Mixon and just picks up 3 awards.
Yeah, there's been a ton of guys that picked up 3 awards.
Yeah.
In the page performance sort of segment. Yeah, Mixon. I think Kelsey had a week where he picked up at least 2 of them. Yeah, I mean, pretty much most weeks, the page... There's only been 1 week, I think, where the page performer of the week hasn't picked up another award. I think that was one of the weeks where, I just spread it out between a ton of people. So, there's a few weeks where it's just hard, but look, it's going to be good.
Doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Well, I think puts a big wrap on the pastries. Show one of the week. We've lost Taylor somewhere along the way, but he will be back for the Dr. Good Call show. And of course, you can catch all Manjot's pastry performers across everything on the other podcast. You want to quickly give that a plug now here, Manjot?
Oh yeah, we've got Good Egg Grind for the pastry performer team of the week. I'll also be putting up this week. I promise I'll be putting up the pastry performer awards and the pastry performer team of the week as soon as I can this week. I know I've been a bit lack on both of them. Haven't done it since like week 3. So it's probably about time I do return the series to its original place, Pastry Press NFL on Instagram.
Yeah,
I think it's about time. I think it's about time we put it up there.
It's about damn time. Catchiest song
Yeah.
ever. Well done, my friend. I reckon we just got to dig Taylor out from wherever he is. He's going to do an Elijah Moore and come back from the dead for this next segment. And we'll be back for episode 2 of the week with the doctor.
This is the Aussie NFL Fantasy Show.
And they just went and, I don't know, put up 40 fucking points. And then none of it went to basically anyone. It didn't make any sense.
It's okay, so I did the math wrong there.
Oh, you definitely weren't wrong. I was just trying to work out what it had anything to do with TJ Moore.
Aussie.
Baker sucks pure ass. Well, he's so bad.
I think it's Baker, to be honest. That's the problem.
NFL.
One should have been a Hall of Fame if he didn't get fucked up.
You know, I'll take Matty C's poker.
Fantasy.
To the Colts' credit, they've got great fans who send out death threats to people because they said that their comment didn't age well.
He had a photo, I'm assuming it was his kid. Looks like he was from Fraggle Rock.
This is the Aussie NFL Fantasy Show.
I hope he doesn't listen to the rest of the fucking podcast. He'll lose it even more.
Like, I'm not defending AV or Le'Veon. They're both shitheads.